Hello everybody, Skyrim here, back again with another Diablo Immortal video. And look where we are. We are on the market on my server, the ECUM server. Won't say that out loud because, you know, chuckle, haha. But anyway, the Pet Familiars Market Board. Look at these prices in platinum. That's what we're here for. In one of the discords, somebody had purchased, of course, one of the Kraken whales that we have. They purchased one of these pets at 960,000 platinum. What is that in actual money? Whether now, granted, they could have acquired that over time, which I'm definitely sure they did, between actual spending and you know, bundles and such like that, but also probably selling some stuff on the market board itself as well to generate some platinum there. But for the most part, probably spending. And this is the whole point of the pets that they implemented into the game, the devs that is to get people to obviously spend. So let's break this down. And you know, this is a you know, my channel being all about free to play, I'm just showing the traps that are out there in place for these kind of things, and you know, just the absolute absurdity of it all for virtual items that at any point could be just completely taken away from getting either permabanned or you know, the game just them pulling the plug on the game, any game, not just this one, it's, you know, any game. So you just have to, you know, realize what you're, quote, investing into. But yeah, anyway, let's not deal with that. Let's go into the Steiner Math, shall we? Steiner Math time. Steiner Math. You know. Let's see. Let's go to shop. Come on. Now, the one that they had purchased, I'm gonna go ahead and bring it up, an image of, where is it? Right here. Okay, there's the one that they had purchased. Yeah, as I get to currency. Okay, so yeah, that's the one they purchased. It's got one legendary attribute over 170, and oh yeah, my mouse doesn't. Hang on a minute. But and then they also have let's see, another one. They didn't quite get the they only have a rare attribute. They didn't break 170 to get 2 legendaries. So they got 1 legendary attribute and 3 legendary skills on it. It has Savior, of course. Of course it does. But yeah, so that was the 960,000 platinum purchase, of which they said, oh, they got a deal because it would take even more than that to build up one from scratch. So that, you know, well, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised and I wouldn't doubt it, but you know, it's one of those, they gotta have it and they gotta have it now. So, and they obviously have more than enough at their disposal of platinum wise and such to do such things, which is just also absurd. But anyway, so let's break down the Steiner Math here. We're gonna round up on a lot of these things here. We're gonna round up. So we're just gonna go with the 60 flat for like $1, okay? So we're just gonna run with that. Now, let's bring up a calculator. Boop. Oop, that's kind of in the way of the rest of this stuff here. Well, actually, no, it's not. We're gonna work with the 5,000 and the 50,000 stacks here. All right. So, I already figured it out. The 5,000 stack for 500 orbs is like 8.3. So we're just gonna round, or you know, 8.33. So we're just gonna round it up to like, you know, 8.34, 8.34 bucks or whatever it is. So then the 50,000, you know, it's gonna be 83.33. So we'll just do 83. You know what? No, let's make it even easier than that. Let's just round up straight up to 84 bucks, okay? $84 for the 5,000 orb pack for 50,000. So we're gonna go and do, let's see, and we're gonna make this even a little bit easier here. So as we go along, okay, 950,000, right? 950,000. It was 960. We'll tack the other 10,000 on at the end, which is only gonna be like 16.8. So we'll just say $17. But we'll tack that on after everything. So 950,000 platinum, all right, divided by 50,000 stack. Easy. So that's 19 stacks of 5,000 orbs. All right, I'm just, like I said, Steiner Math here. So 19 stacks of the 5,000 orbs. That's eight. We rounded it up. It was 83.34. So we're just raising it up to $84. So 19 stacks of that times $84. There you go. $1,596. Uh-oh, what happened here? Things are going weird on me right now. That was odd. Game. Interesting. Anyway, back to it. Sorry, got distracted by a weird pop-up. Maybe because I'm on the screen, it's like, what are you doing? You want to buy, right? No, I don't. I really don't. But yeah, so now we're looking at, 1,596. And then we're going to go ahead and add on the flat rate of the other 10,000 platinum that I just rounded off to 17. Oh, it did it twice. It did it twice. I didn't mean to. Somehow it added. Okay. This is the one we're looking at. Ignore the other one. That's what we're looking at. There you go. That's in dollars. That's what that 960,000 platinum pet runs for. Little ridiculous, isn't it? Really ridiculous when you put it into that kind of perspective. So there you go. Clear as can be on screen. Hopefully I did that all correctly. Like I said, Steiner Math. But that's a general idea of what we're running with right now in the market. Go back to it here.
We have the finest goods the world over.
Familiars and all familiars. And we'll just go to the last page. See what's on here currently at the same price. Because I think the 900. Wait. Oh my God, they're gone. Somebody or someone. Let me hide the calculator. Somebody or someone. At the start of this video, there was one listed on here. I don't think the timer was even that long. I think it was the timer, the 960,000 that was currently on here last. I'll have to watch the video back myself, actually, and see. But I can't go any further. There was a 960,000 sitting here. And I think it might have still been available in timer on it as well. That's crazy. Or maybe that's what the pop-up I got was for, because things change. I don't know. Either way, somebody snatched it up. Somebody or something. Could be a botter. That's a big problem too. We got botters just camping stuff like this right now too. And don't deny it.
New goods arrive all the time.
I can't show a for instance right now because every time I go to try to do a recording, I report them, and then by the time I get done reporting them all, because they're all grouped together real tight. And our particular server, they're not always here. I'll have to get like multiple different instances, but usually they're standing right about here. They're always a necro, and they're always stacked on top of each other really tight, and they have really weird alphanumeric names. And then if you go and report them, they have, most times, more often than not, they have a bunch of Chinese symbols next to it in a really long thing when you go to report for botting. Like clockwork, it was to be expected. As soon as they put the pets in place, what happened not long after? Bots, bots, bots. Can't deny it. You know, some people could say, oh, but some of those could be players. They're always in like parties of 4 as well. Why? Because they're probably also not only botting the market, but they're also farming contracts by doing enough of you know, the points required, the battle pass points required to get these off of Nisa as well. So that's what they're also doing. But anyway, I'm gonna end this here. That's kind of puts things in a you know, literal black and white perspective here on this, just to kind of give everybody an idea of exactly how absurd a lot of this is. We already knew that with, like, you know, the legendary gems in the game over the course that it's been out over the years now. 2 years. Wow, 2 years plus actually. Crazy, but well, no, not quite 2 years. 2 years, I think, in July. Still crazy. But yeah, it was already bad enough with the legendary gems. Now we got pets, and this is a whole nother ball of wax too, and just as terrible. Just as terrible. But anyway, stay safe out there, everybody. In the real world, that, you know, in the real world on fire, stay safe out there as best we can. And also, watch out for these kind of things. Don't get caught up in them if you can help it. If you feel so inclined, I suppose, and obviously if you do have that kind of just spare cash to throw at something, there's better things out there than that be better off taking care of yourselves for, or others for that matter, instead of this kind of stuff. But anyway, that's my semi-quasi rant on that, but hopefully that paints a clear black and white picture, like I said, for and hopefully I did the math right. The Steiner Math, that is. If the Steiner Math, then I did no wrong, because you can't do any wrong with Steiner Math. Yeah. If you don't get that reference, I'm sorry, just type in Steiner Math in a Google search and look it up, and hopefully it'll link you to a video, and enjoy watching that one. So, everybody should. Anyway, till next time, everybody, take care, and see you in the next one. Bye. Hey everybody, one quick note. So I'm going to try to edit this in at the end of the video I just finished making about the pets on the market board. I find this very interesting because the video I recorded wasn't even that long of a time frame of which I started the video out, and it's showing the countdown for the Quake Strider you can see at the bottom of the screen at the 960 platinum, of which I discussed in this entire video and did the whole math on. This was gone by the time I got through the video, as I checked the market again towards the end of the video, and it wasn't like 12-13 minutes, the video itself. So this was listed, it said available in 19 minutes and 15 seconds at the very start. We didn't make it to 14 minutes. So I find that very suspicious. I don't know what that could be about, unless there's some other kind of loophole that there might be that somebody's working around. That's very, 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 very interesting, though. I know they did change like a lot of the stuff when you can buy stuff and have it like set for on the market, and but then you still have a somewhat of a waiting period, but not as long, I don't think, as before. I don't know. It's all crazy. Everything's you know, wild west kind of scenario with this stuff. But yeah, I do find that very interesting. I don't know how else to explain it. Yeah, I was wondering why that was gone, and even the one above it, the 864,000. Well, that one doesn't have a timer, but the Quake Strider, it says available in 19 minutes, and my video didn't even go at the time of the recording of it. Didn't even go 14 minutes. So, and it was gone when before I finished the video checking a second time. So I'm going to put this in as an edit at the end of that video, hopefully here, and attach it on at the end. So hopefully you stick around and watch and see this, because I found that very interesting. But all right, anyway, see ya.